You're not in business to sell stuff. You're not in business to provide a service. You're in business to become known for your unique way of interacting with the world. Interactions that get talked about. Interactions that give the gift of social elevation, and interactions that could very well change people forever. That's the goal. Interact with people in a way that no other brand can touch. Today, we're looking at a collection of interactions to help incorporate these ideas into your daily work life. Number 1, interact with swift responsiveness. The medium is the message. The speed of the response is the response. And so the minute you become known for a company that returns calls and sends emails and replies to instant messages faster than anybody, people don't pay attention. They pay money. Think about it. Speed is a form of currency. Speed is an asset, and it actually appreciates every time you interact in that way. And it doesn't matter if you don't have all the answers either. I mean, customers would rather get back from you immediately, and just so you can say, hey, we're on the case, they'd rather have that than have to wait 3 days just to discover you still haven't done anything. So when was the last time one of your customers said, wow, that was fast? Number 2, interact with nonstop gratitude. Gratitude is not a chore. It's not some corporate initiative, and it's not some annual act of forced kindness that makes you feel good about yourself. Gratitude is giving the gift of attention. Gratitude is existing in the perpetual posture of thankfulness. Gratitude is telling people how much better your life is because of them. Try this. Instead of reaching for that robotic, ready-made answer about how important their call is to you, say something that actually invites customers to store the memory in their heart. How could you turn your words into gifts? Number 3, interact with true care. You don't need another bureaucratic tactic that bastardizes caring into a technique. That's not what I'm talking about. You need to create a sincere individual act that shows people you actually care. And not just about the product, but about their experience interacting with you. That's the whole beauty of true care. It comes from the basic. It's when you bother to bother. It's when you take 5 extra minutes to do something that this customer is going to remember forever. And the best part is, caring is sort of like epoxy glue. You remember that stuff? It only takes like a couple of drops to make the boat stick together. That's what you got to listen for, the epoxy moment. Do you have the courage to care? Number 4, interact with unexpected honesty. Honesty is attractive because it always has been. It's a classical value, and few virtues have been around longer. But what's changed is that technology makes dishonesty easier to spot, quicker to spread, and harder to disguise. And that means that every interaction that leaves a customer a little skeptical about your truthfulness makes your brand suck a little more. If you want your interactions to actually matter, try this. Tell the truth when there's no reason to be honest. Tell the truth when most employees would say nothing. How are you branding your honesty? Number 5, interact with compassionate intimacy. This is where companies screw up. They're plotting how customers fit into their nice little marketing plan, when the reality is it's how their lives intersect with your product. And not just the conversation about their lives, their actual lives. That's the whole distinction, is that intimacy is not about starting with the customer in mind. It's starting with the customer. It's not about projecting onto their world what you think they should want. It's asking them, hey, what matters to you? Then shutting up and taking notes, and maybe emailing the notes back to them. I wonder what would happen if you treated customer intimacy as your whole business model and not just a marketing tool. Number 6, interact with exquisite playfulness. Wearing a name tag every single day, it never fails to generate spontaneous moment of playfulness. A lot of people think I have memory problems, or they play jokes or say hi. But the cool part is, I'm meeting them for the first time. So what about your customers? Is the very first interaction with your brand friendly and fun and relaxed? Or has your organization, in the name of professionalism, Have you prohibited people from expressing any shred of playfulness? The point is, not every customer craves an unforgettable service experience. Sometimes they just want to laugh. They just want to play. They want to forget about life for a little while. That's like that Billy Joel song. I wonder if you focused on that, and maybe they would come back. How playful are you willing to be? Number 7, interact with loving unfairness. Love is not supposed to be fair. If it was, it wouldn't be love, it would be calculus. Silly rabbit, fairness is for kids. That's how love works. You find the people, the customers that do not deserve it, and you give it to them anyway, when they least expect it. So next time one of your customers starts freaking out because they messed up and they start apologizing to you, forgive them. Let's say one of your readers gives you some negative criticism about your writing. Cool. Tell them, I respect your opinion of my work, even though you secretly want to kill them. Because if you're only loving people when it's fair, you haven't really learned anything. So when was the last time you loved a customer that drove you up the wall? Now, let me suggest this. The goal of your brand is to become known for a unique way of interacting with the world. Find your name tag. Stick yourself out there today.